Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Trinity 7, chapters 34 and 35, because it came out at like the same time. And yeah, it turns out, just like I said last week, Arata and the others got away from Abyss Trinity's attack, which was, I mean, their main characters are not going to die. It's not exactly hard to figure out, but what happens after this is kind of like, I don't know, Arata and Akio, their minds get linked, so like Arata enters Akio's mind. I mean, some of this was interesting, kind of. I mean, there was some development for her joining the harem. He says some stuff like, it doesn't matter if you're big or small, I like you the way you are. Stuff like that. She starts blushing. Um, at one point, they were talking about all the pasts to the Trinity Seven and how all of them had a hard past at some point. And Arata starts to comfort her about her past specifically. So she ends up hugging him afterwards, which, she's practically in the harem at this point. Practically, like, not quite, but pretty much. Um, and that's it for that. After that, Lilith wakes up and talks with the Abyss Trinity. And he pretty much reveals to her a bunch of stuff. He reveals to her that she's his daughter. He reveals that she was transported to that world from the world that he previously destroyed. He tells her about his plan. He tells her about a bunch of things because she transported between worlds, her memory is messed up. So yeah, he just tells her all this stuff, and she doesn't really like what she hears, so she tries to fight back. Her attack doesn't even phase Abyss Trinity. He blocks it easily, but she was able to use that attack to actually escape. So that's good for her. Speaking of people being free, Arata and Akio are free from their little mind, whatever. I don't even know how to really explain it. But they're outside again, and they all decide to challenge Abyss Trinity again. And in order to do that and actually have a chance at beating him, they decide to go after one of the two Magic King weapons that are located in the Sky Library. And since these things are tools used to destroy worlds, they should be able to help them at least stand up against the Abyss Trinity. Alright. But once they get in there, there are these guardian golems there who attack. They're kind of irrelevant. Like, they don't really serve any purpose at all. Arata just goes on and gets the impound arm, the Black Imperial Sword Judecca. Alright, so that's that. That's it for chapter 34. And as for that one, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10 because the scene with Akio and Arata, like, with Arata in Akio's mind, it kind of dragged on for too long, in my opinion. It kind of made me bored. The stuff with Lilith was cool, but I mean, pretty much all we got out of that is that she escaped, which is, I mean, it's important, but I'm just saying, like, this, it was not quite a cool chapter, but it wasn't mediocre either. It was above average, kind of. So I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. I would have given it a 7 if the scene with Arata and Akio's mind wasn't dragged on as much as it was. But yeah, that's it for that chapter, and now the review for chapter 35. Chapter 35 is more about Liez, because as soon as Arata grabs Judecca, it starts to analyze him. It like crawls up his arm and everything, and stabs him, and like apparently he doesn't meet the requirements because he doesn't meet the Trinity requirements, because in order to use that Magic King weapon, I don't know if it's every Magic King weapon or just that one specifically, but in order to use them, you have to have magic from 3 different archives, and Arata only has 2. The one from the Luxuria archive, Outer Alchemy, which is Lilith, and the one from the Gula archive, which is Akio's mantra enchantment. So he needs a 3rd one, and without that, it force activates, and it tries to get him to go into Magic King Berserk mode. But luckily, well, not luckily, because I like when Arata's in that mode, but before it actually gets that far, Akio presses the shutter on the camera, and Liez brings him into her little frozen world inside the camera. And in that world, time is stopped, kind of. It's like Excel world, pretty much. Not really stopped, but pretty much stopped. In that world, Arata pulls the sword off himself, and since he needs that other archive, Liez is right there. He pretty much tries to copy her logo's art, which he does eventually do, and yeah, a clear change in the time that I'm recording this video. Yes, some stuff came up that made me end half sentence, and I was busy for like hours after that. So I was gonna get this video up right after Kuroko, but stuff came up, and there were places I had to be. Like I didn't want to be there, but I actually had to be. So yeah, but continuing the review. During this period of time when he's trying to copy the Logos arts with help from Sora and Ilya, he takes the opportunity to get some development with her too. So in these two chapters, he gets Akio and Liez, and he pretty much is trying to add Liez to his harem too. I mean, she's always been just like this temptress who truly tries to seduce him, but and it was obvious that she would eventually join the harem, just like all the Trinity 7 girls. But it's like she wasn't like legit in like she was kind of. She's gonna be in the harem now, like confirmed, confirmed pretty much. She's gonna be in the harem now. She's not just doing stuff to seduce. Well, she is doing stuff to seduce him, but like during the period of time when he's trying to copy the Logos arts, in order to make the process quicker, she takes her top off. She starts like licking him and stuff like this. Like she's still seducing him, but now it's like there's actual she actually has feelings about like she actually has feelings for him now too. It's not just seducing him to get his magic king element. Right? So yeah, there's that. And in order to copy the Logos arts, he needs to know the name of the magic, the name of the guy who founded the magic. He needs to know the name of the magic itself. He needs to have seen the magic executed before, and he needs to dismantle the magic's nature through the use of logic. AKA, he has to disable her Magus mode and her magic, which he's done before with his stripping magic. So yeah, there's that. And in order to complete that final step of dismantling her Magus mode and magic, he uses the combined power of Sora and Ilya without their help. He just uses their magic on his own, so he's getting better, so good for him. But yeah, he succeeds, and that's how the chapter ends. They leave the whole frozen world inside the camera. And I'm guessing the golems are still there, but Arath is probably going to take the Magic King weapon. He's probably going to pick up Judecca right after that, get confirmed, and not have the Force activated. Then just take out the golems like that. Then they're going to go after Abyss Trinity. Maybe they'll run into Lilith, who knows. But yeah, things are probably going to start moving again next chapter, so that'll be cool. But this one I'll just give a 6 out of 10 because, I mean, yeah, it was an okay chapter. Not inherently good, not inherently bad. Most of it was just like Liez seducing him, pretty much. Which I mean, it's fine. I'm just saying, it's not like inherently good, you know. Just, yeah, it was an okay chapter. Yeah, that's it for now, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.